Hi everyone, I am Nikki de Vega, managing partner of Nicolas and the Vega Law Offices, a full service firm in the Philippines. Well, today I will be talking about how to do business in the Philippines. And as a special treat, I will keep it as simple as possible and undertake to do this in under 10 minutes. So it's a deal? All right. Contrary to popular belief, it is actually easy to legally do business in the Philippines. The Philippine government has taken great strides to ensure the ease of doing business in our country. You must first remember that in order to do business in the Philippines, you must choose the business vehicle that you wish to utilize. You can either do business as a single proprietorship and register the same with the Department of Trade and Industry, or through a corporation or partnership, which is registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission or the SEC. Registration as a sole proprietorship is good for 5 years and renewable thereafter. On the other hand, the life of a corporation is perpetual. However, there are repertorial requirements every year in order to keep the registration alive. Well, let's talk about corporations. For corporations, the usual types are first, there's what we call the Philippine Domestic Corporation. This is one wherein at least 60% of the stocks are held by Filipino citizens and the majority of the governing board should be Filipinos. Moving on to the second type, a foreign owned domestic corporation. This is one wherein foreign equity exceeds 40%. It may be controlled by foreigners, but the corporate secretary must be a Filipino citizen and a resident, while the treasurer must be a Filipino resident. The minimum paid up capital for a foreign owned domestic corporation is 200,000 United States dollars. Hey, but fret not. However, if it is an export market enterprise, the minimum paid up capital is only 5,000 pesos, or roughly, I think this is roughly $100. Take note that an export market enterprise is an enterprise wherein a manufacturer, processor, or service enterprise exports 60% or more of its output, or wherein a trader purchases products domestically and exports 60% or more of such purchases. Let's move on to the third type. That is a subsidiary. A subsidiary has a distinct and separate personality from its parent company. So the parent company may establish a Philippine domestic corporation or a foreign owned corporation. Let's go to the fourth one, a branch office. This is the type of a foreign company which carries out its business activities of the foreign head office and derives income from the Philippines. It has no separate legal personality since it is merely an extension of the foreign head office. For a branch, the minimum inward remittance for a branch office is 200,000 United States dollars. But however, if the branch uses advanced technology or employs a minimum of 50 direct employees, it may be allowed a minimum paid up capital of 100,000 US dollars. In addition, the same as I mentioned a while ago, if it is an export market enterprise, the minimum paid up capital is only 5,000 pesos or roughly $100. Let's go to a representative office. Such liaison office deals directly with the clients of the foreign parent company, but does not derive income from the Philippines and is fully subsidized by its foreign head office. So it undertakes activities such as, but not limited to information dissemination or promotion of the company's products, as well as quality control of its products. So a representative office does not have a legal personality separate from its parent. The required minimum annual inward required by law is 30,000 United States dollars. Well, it must be emphasized that the minimum 30,000 United States dollars must always be remitted every year to the representative office to cover operating expenses. Well, just a caveat. There are certain industries wherein a higher capitalization is required. Now that we're done with the business vehicles, let's move on to other things you have to do when you want to do business in the Philippines. So once you have registered your business entity, the next step is to secure a barangay clearance in the barangay where your business is located. Thereafter, a business permit from the city where your business is located is necessary. Part of this would be the procurement of clearances from the engineering and electrical departments, health and sanitary office, city environment and natural resources office, and the Bureau of Fire Protection. It must be noted that business permits expire every 31st of December and must be renewed on January of the next year. Once this has been accomplished, the business must be registered with the Bureau of Internal Revenue or the BIR for tax purposes. You must find the Revenue District Office or the RDO, which has jurisdiction over the locality where you are doing business. It is mandatory to get a certificate of registration and authority to print in order to have your official receipts printed. It bears great emphasis that only BIR accredited printers can make official receipts. Furthermore, your books of account must be duly stamped by the BIR. Now, moving on. Thereafter, the business, along with its employees, must be registered with the Social Security System or the SSS, Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or PhilHealth, and the Home Development Mutual Fund or what we call Pag-ibig. These government agencies have regional offices located in key cities. Hence, it is necessary to register with the regional office in the city where your business is located. It is important to remember that there are certain monthly, quarterly, and annual reports required by the BIR, SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. Moreover, whenever you hire any employee, you must register him or her with the aforesaid government agencies and remit monthly premiums. So once all of these are accomplished, you can generally now do business in the Philippines. Well, except, again, let me make a caveat, there are certain business activities which will require special licenses and permits from other government agencies. But for simple businesses or industries not imbued with national interest, this is basically how to legally do business in the Philippines. Well, if you are interested to do business in our country, feel free to shoot me an email at ndvega@ndvlaw.com or visit our website, ndvlaw.com. Thanks. Hey, I just did it in under 8 minutes. Thank you very much and have a nice day.